Food captured by police. What did he do? Hello chaps and chapettes, and welcome back to the channel. If you're unfamiliar with Citizen, it's an app that acts as a live feed of crimes across the country, and much to the happiness or detriment of society, allows people also to comment. So come, we're going on an adventure. Police requesting additional units. Oh my, what are the details? To respond to an incident. Well, that was underwhelming. People fighting near Namaste bookshop. Sounds like those people need a little more namaste in their lives. Namaste away from that place. Hipster's gonna hipst. This is just gold. Burnt food on stove. Nobody's shocked. It clearly wasn't a hazard, otherwise wouldn't they have said fire? Firefighters are wrapping up a call where food was found to be burnt on a stove. The description actually doesn't help. Did they just come and look at the burnt remains of somebody's dinner? What about unflushed toilet? What the heck has that got to do with burnt food on a stove? Police have received an unconfirmed report that a man is swinging 2 wooden sticks and hitting vehicles in the area. Wooden stick is not very descriptive. That could be anything from a chopstick to a tree branch. Report of man smashing car windows with stick. Have you seen the average stick? How do you smash a car window with it? They need to update stick to branch or pole or cane or something of significance. Unfounded report of man armed with stick. There are so many men armed with sticks that there are now even unfounded reports. People are just hallucinating men armed with sticks. Where are they finding these sticks? It's downtown Los Angeles. It's a concrete bloody jungle. Break-in at Gap. Gap finally found a shopper. Bat flew into apartment. The report is in reference to an animal, not a baseball bat. It is Manhattan. That would certainly be more of a reason to call the cops. This isn't a police matter. Open the windows, close the door, and let her find her way out. People are such pussies. I agree. COVID-19. Go live. Bernard, born in 1990, really wants to see that bat. And the old Cardi B. Coronavirus! Man undressing, causing a disturbance. Well, that is insulting to the man. He can't have been very attractive. Man in pink jacket attempted to rob a taxi driver. Not the most stealthy choice of attire. He's also wearing red pants and white shoes. This is not the time to look like Project Runway. Man in white pants stealing clothes from laundromat. He's also wearing a blue coat. We truly have the rainbow going on in theft attire. Report of men throwing fruit at cars and passers-by. That doesn't sound so bad. Free fruit. Drive-by fruiting. It was a fruit and run. Someone go live. I want to see. Person 1352 is having a slow day, I think. This is true because I got hit in the leg with a mango. It's a homeless person throwing fruits at people and cars. That doesn't really benefit their situation. Can I join? Person 1352 is so desperate for this action. He wanted to join, got no response, and 2 minutes later decided somebody had to go live at least. That is a man determined to see airborne fruit. Report of man armed with a mop and a baseball bat in a church. Police advise the suspect is also armed with scissors. How many arms does he have? Oh, 1 minute later he's no longer armed with scissors. I guess we're back to the 2 arms. One fell off. Vicious raccoon on porch. This is not the first time a raccoon has been ratted on to the cops. There was an inexplicably large raccoon last time we did this, and now there's one on a porch. There are 5 men fighting in a hallway. Why was the hallway the location for this? Which 5 people get in a fight in the hallway? More people fighting in a hallway. The people have spoken. The hallway is the ring of choice. The next YouTuber versus TikToker boxing match is definitely gonna have to go down in a hallway at this point. Man assaulted by man.
Toxic masculinity detected. Please locate the nearest emergency exit.
Report of man armed with pitchfork and hammer. I should make a list of objects that people have been armed with. Scissors, mops, brooms, baseball bats, pitchforks, hammers. Well, that's all I remember at this time. It's a pretty good list. Oh snap, it's a hoedown. It is a hoedown, and a hoe is definitely gonna go down. Here's another one. Report of person brandishing knife and a needle. In case the knife doesn't work out, they've got the needle for backup. We just need this individual to join up with the person armed with the crochet hook from last time, and I like the way this is written. A 911 caller reports 2 men are armed with a machete. I imagine them just holding one machete together, lovingly, as they take an evening stroll about town, romantically contemplating the possibilities of meat they will carve with it later. Unfounded report of woman armed with rock. Now we just need someone with paper and someone else with scissors. Report of man armed with scissors. I hope for the sake of his eyes he is holding them pointy side down, especially if he's running. We live in a society after all. Thanks, Greg Louganis. Man exposing himself to women near Morningside Park. He's got all his bits dangled out, and Nosy125 is truly nosy and asks what he's wearing. It's nothing. He's wearing nothing. That's why he's exposing himself to women. A 911 caller reports 2 men with a pitchfork in a CVS. Again, they are holding it lovingly, shopping for goods for their farm, I assume. 2 men, 1 pitchfork. The revolution has begun. It begins in a CVS, against the length of receipts. Pretty sure the hardware stores around here sell pitchforks and the like. They're probably just doing errands. That is understandable, however. This took place in downtown Berkeley. I don't know how many people in downtown Berkeley need to run out and grab a quick pitchfork. Ruptured hydrant spewing water. It is quite majestic. In fact, it's beautiful. A public works protest against bourgeois excess, intersecting with the urge of humanity to burst out and be free like the water being released from this municipal hydrant. Poetry in motion. My girl when I get home from work. Report of man punching car. I suggest a revision to this headline. Car assaulted by man. The car was sus. Fair play, Brandon. Fair play. People fighting at Comfort Inn, where no comfort was to be found on that night. Raccoon on fire escape. What is up with people out to get the raccoons? You don't need to call the cops every time you find a trash panda. Group fighting in grocery store basement. 911 caller reports 20 to 30 people fighting in the basement of the El Paraiso grocery store.
You do not talk about Fight Club.
Report of person making threats with fire extinguisher. Add that to the list. Report of man assaulted with pot.
Amen. Amen.
Grammar is important, people, because right now this sounds like a very lucky 420, but in the details, it's a man assaulted with a pot. And I think most people just gave it a heart and didn't read the details because they are absolutely loving the man assaulted with pot. Pitbull wandered into Walgreens.
Picture that with a Kodak.
Maybe he just wanted a beverage and a snack. Why do we judge him and assume he's committing a crime? The pitbull is reportedly sitting in a chair inside the pharmacy department. How dare the population assume he is not a good boy? Police have received a report of approximately 67 vehicles racing nearby in Central City, East Los Angeles. This is the opening of a Fast and Furious movie, isn't it? 30 people fighting at a bar. And the bar is literally called Dive Bar. That could have not been more prophesized. To be fair though, how do these things start? How does the 28th and the 29th and the 30th person decide to get involved? I assume it starts out between 2 individuals. Why does everybody else get involved? Whose side are they on? Do they know? I don't think so. On my way. May the force be with you, Tracy. Tracy is a multitasker, FYI, because someone else says, my wife left me, and Tracy, despite being on their way, says, my DMs are open if you need to talk. Great spirit. Man broke into home, stole washing machine. Like what? Just carried it out? That almost doesn't feel like a crime. Is it theft? Yes. Do I feel some sense of empathy with this man's needs? Also yes. He didn't go for the cash or the jewels. He went for the washing machine. Just wanted some fresh knickers, get the sweat out of his clothes. Maybe he would have returned it. Firefighters are responding to a report of a pole on fire. Joke's on them, it's just a particularly saucy night as Chastity takes a ride at the local strip club. Oh, never mind. Firefighters are on scene and report they have not found a pole on fire. Chastity needs to work harder. Police are responding to a report of 2 people fighting at Tiffany & Co. The ring just wasn't big enough. Unfounded report of man with log fighting man with chair. What is up with the wild imaginations on these unfounded reports? You know, even though it was an unfounded report, definitely gonna throw log and chair on the list of strange items people have been caught fighting with. It needs to be logged. Pun genuinely not intended. You know what? F Fuck you two boxing. We need citizen fights. All items welcome. We're gonna need an undercard for man with log versus man with chair. Shitako has already gotten started and has $100 on chair guy. Police are responding to a report of a burglary at SF True Light Baptist Church. Someone went live with this apparent burglary that they were witnessing, and it was just their tootsies. That's it. It was just their feet. They uploaded a sock version, for those more into the socks, and a raw, uncut, not safe for work version too. Love the footage. Man armed with homemade spear in standoff with police. Add homemade spear to the list. The spear is 4 feet in length with a knife duct taped to the end. I, for some reason, imagined they put more effort into it. I thought it was gonna be, you know, like he carved an arrowhead, did some woodworking, some smithing. No, he just took a knife and taped it to a stick. The fuck is this, Skyrim? Toad captured by police. What did he do? A video from a citizen user shows the toad safely in a paper bag. Actually, isn't that a frog? I don't think that's a toad. That definitely looks like a frog to me. Still, I'm glad he's not armed with a homemade spear. Also, this is not a paper bag, this is clearly a box. So this should say, video from citizen user shows the frog safely in a box. Bad reporting. Bad. An incident was reported in the middle of the road. Police officers are attempting to contain a large toad. The reporting was bad, he was in a box not a bag, and turns out it was a frog and not a toad. Limericks by Poobette. Suspiciously set trash fire. Why do we care if it was suspiciously set? Don't we just care that there's a fire? Like, what is this description? Seriously, stairway trash fire in Lehman Village Senior Center. This, to me, is more suspicious than the other trash fire. Everybody's grandmother and grandfather must be interviewed at once. Report of man throwing chairs and assaulting people. Is he just carrying around a selection of chairs? Or he's got like a backpack, sort of like from Death Stranding, just a stack of chairs that he can whip one off at a time and just chuck it. Or I picture he's got one of those sort of little guns that shoot money out, but instead it's shooting chairs. Why do I have these stupid ideas? I just stop it. Just stop it. Go home. Shut up. Oh. And on that joyous note, I will end this here. If you enjoyed gallivanting through the Middle Earth of strange crimes and unconventionally weaponized objects, please leave a like, let me know which one was your favorite, and do subscribe if you'd like to be around for the next one. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!